Put my name in your prayers because what I experienced yesterday, I can't even say out loud. I can't even say it out loud yet. But just pray that everything unfolds. Put my name in your prayers as it should be. That's it. That's all we need. Just let it be however it's gonna be. And just let God have the glory for what this is happening. Whose name is this with all these letters? I don't, I don't know. This is a whole lot of letters. Looks like somebody leaned on the thing. This probably top. Wait, let's see. If it's somebody crazy, I gotta be ready.
Yes.
I got my finger on the thing to see who it is. Hold on. Look at the name.
Wow. 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 Yeah, you got to be ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready. I got my finger on it. Who is this DF6 20 million thousand and all that? You gotta tell me who it is. You got 3 seconds. Three, two, one. Come back when you fix your name. I
Yeah.
don't know who you are, huh? So you gotta go. I don't know who you are. That feels very much like spam, I think. Maybe. Because I don't know who you are. How you doing, Auntie Gwen? All right, we can let Yvette in. We know who that is. One person's trash is another man's treasure. Yes, Jeremiah. I was so grateful for um being at the right place at the right time. I got a chance to spend the day at the Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs. I got a chance to tour a group of people again yesterday. And one of the people that I met bought his daughter and his son, and they are both uber talented. One is a singer, songwriter, producer, amazing singer, songwriter, producer, 23 years old, Nigerian young man. And his sister is a amazing content creator. She was catching content all over the place. I'm like, oh, I'm keeping you. When can we get together? I need to, yes. So that happened. And then there's another gentleman that was with them. He does music and entertainment. They call him Atlanta's number one hype man. So back in the 80s, for every rapper that was on the stage, he had a hype man making a bunch of noise, jumping up and down, getting the crowd hype. Well, that's his job, to come to your party and be your hype man. All he do is get on the mic and get the room together, get the room popping. I said, "Oh, you hired too." So him, and he said to me, um, "I thank God for being in the right place at the right time." I said, "That's magic. That's miracles." I had the privilege of being able to Grand Rising Danny. I had the privilege of being able to talk to them about um, the Louise Hay list. Um, and this gentleman was also from Nigeria with his girlfriend, who was a massage therapist. And guess what they both said to me? Hey, Jeremiah, they said, I have never heard this in my life. I've never heard that there's a connection between emotion and disease, right? And then the engineer that does the podcast at Rice is okay, they back. Maybe they supposed to be here. I'm gonna try one more time. The engineer at Rice, he said, when I said, you know how I say cancer is anger, deep hurt, regret. deep grief. You know how I say all that and your back pain and all that. He said, you dropped that all out your mouth like Jay-Z. Like that was a whole rap. Like I need you to re-rap that again, but this time in front of the camera. He said, I need you to come back and I need you to get on this couch and let me record. uh I don't even know what we gonna call it, but we about to start something. I don't know what it is, but you need to come back. Now, the key thing about the Russell Innovation Center is that engineer, I met him last year. And you know what they told me? Oh, if you want to book this room, it's 250. You know what he told me yesterday? Just show up. Just show up. Bring the African guy with you. He gonna talk about what he talking about. You gonna talk about what you gonna talk about, and we gonna do it for an hour. And we gonna and I'm a engineer it, edit it, and I'm gonna give it to you, and then you do what you need to do with it. And the I don't even know what the icing on the cake. It's like so much icing. Like that was just the cake. That was just the cake. There is apparently somebody who has a warehouse space that I could tell Rebel about that is an African American man, a stakeholder at Rice, and probably has more space than she even needs. And she has 18 days to move out of her space. You know, God will show up at the 11th hour. So he said, give me a minute. I'm going to put you in a group chat with the gentleman, and then y'all could talk to. He said, because when he told it to me, I didn't know who it was for, but I knew that it was for someone. So he said, I guess it was for her. And then you know what he said? Could you do me a favor? I said, what's that? He said, could you be here more often? I said, why you say that? Cause when I lived down there, it was easy for me to be there every day. But now living in Marietta, it's a like 45, 55 minute trek. And so he says, because this is what I know. Rice stakeholders that show up get fed. I said, say less. I got my book bag packed already. I'm about to be out. Because if yesterday was that good, today can only be good or rare. And then there's something shaking on the house front, but I can't say it. I ain't gonna talk about that one yet. I'm gonna talk about that one when it's time. But y'all just keep all of these things along with me keeping you in my prayers and asking God for the unfolding and not for unfolding later, for unfolding now. Now o'clock. Dr. Faith Franks is going to be here for my graduation on September the 27th. Um, and she said to me a long time ago, it's now o'clock, Darlaina. Now o'clock. What do you want? It's now o'clock. She said that scripture that talks about faith, it says now faith. So, what is your now faith speaking to you about? My now faith said I'm gonna be having some keys in my hand real. Now faith. It's so good right now that I feel like electric in my skin. Like the excitement is palpable in my body because there is a plan and I am in it. I am walking in it, feeling in it, grateful in it, Because as I'm there and I'm talking to people, because Atai bought the food, the Nigerian food for people to taste, he bought enough food for like 20 people. It was only three of us at the meeting. So you know what I did? I just traipsed myself all around the building looking for the staff members and invited all of the staff that was there to come and do this tasting with us because now that's what it is. It's a tasting. And so everybody comes to the tasting, and then there were other stakeholders there. And guess what we did? Invited those stakeholders to come. And then we said, listen, he really didn't have a big plan. This was supposed to be just for me. But since all of you are here, anybody that is willing to do a video testimony about the food, anybody who is willing to do a written testimonial about the food, because he has a restaurant, but the restaurant is a vegan restaurant. This food was not vegan. So it didn't fit for what he has online. So he said, so we working on that because this was just a thing that came up that I wanted to work with Ms. Rose and see if we could find a way to teach people and adults and children how to cook Nigerian food. And he said, I'm not even going to call it Nigerian or African. I'm going to call it universal food. And so he made jollof rice, pepper soup. Pepper soup was my favorite. He made some sort of rib, baked chicken. He made spaghetti noodles, but he made some kind of thing that wasn't the same as the spaghetti that we used. He called it stew, and you put the stew on top of the spaghetti noodles, and then he had some other kind of pepper sauce. Now, all this stuff is usually 20 times hotter than what he made it. He said, but I knew I was making it for you Americans. You can't handle it. So I didn't put all the cayenne peppers and things that we normally use. And it was such a great thing. It was such a connection between the staff members, the stakeholders, and he left with all of those testimonials and two catering orders before he left. He told me, he said, you my good luck charm. And every time somebody said, he said, talk to her, talk to her. I said, listen, bro, I made the connection. I can't get no more jobs. I got lots of jobs, bro. I don't need no more jobs. I'm good. He said, no, you just take the orders. You just said, no, you're going to have to get your stuff set up the way you need to do it. And they going to call you and make it do what it do. But,
Automate that.
huh?
He needs to automate how to get
Yeah,
orders.
he got
Every
to,
place you go, everybody's got DoorDash,
yeah,
all that stuff. You got to automate it.
you got to automate it. And because what he's thinking about, they literally are 2 blocks from the Mercedes-Benz Center, 3 blocks from Georgia World Congress, and right down at Mercedes-Benz is going to be FIFA, the soccer game coming in 2026. And he's like, we could use this place. And of course, I walked them around and show them all the places where food can be in there. And we haven't even seen what the new open side is going to be. So it's so much opportunity there. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna take care of it, Miss Rose. I said, yeah, because don't give me no more jobs. I can't add no more jobs right now. Let me do the jobs that God gave me because I'm already tapped out. And so even the people that were supposed to come didn't, but all the other ones that came were just perfect for
They
everything.
were
Like
supposed to be there.
yep, who was there was the ones that were supposed to be in the building, and it just was an amazing thing. And when his it was his friend that was the hype man, and when he came and he started to talk to me, he just said, as we were talking to the engineer, he was like, "I'm just grateful to be in the right place at the right time." And I felt like in that moment, those words were a message from God letting me know that I'm in the right place at the right time. So the moral of the story, keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. And all of your needs, all of the things that you have been wanting for, believing for, is already here for you. So I pulled our affirmation cards. It says, ha, I am at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. I am always at the perfect age for where I am in life. And the second one says, today I listen to my feelings and I am gentle with myself. I know that all my feelings are my friends. Feelings are my friends. And I forgive everyone in my past for all perceived wrongs. I release them with love. Ooh, ooh. It didn't say for what they know they did. It says for your perceived wrongs. You know, perception is truth for so many people. And I have been in situations where I may have said something and it may not have even been for that person, or it was taken the wrong way and they mad at me and I don't even know that they mad at me. And then when they finally tell me that they mad at me, I'm like, oh my God, that wasn't even about you. I remember on this platform one time saying that, what did I say? I said, God is telling us to shut up. And the person DM'd me later and said, I don't appreciate you telling me to shut up. I said, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me. Like she didn't come on the platform for days. And she texted me and said, I don't appreciate you telling me to shut up. Because apparently I think that particular day she made a comment. And then right after that, I said that. But I was talking about myself. Sometimes God is telling me to just be quiet. Like, for instance, when my son in law got my car fixed and he rolled back up with the car, and I went to go say something about he never asked me for no money. And I felt in my spirit in that moment, don't say nothing. Be quiet. Sometimes spirit is telling us to be quiet, for you stab yourself and mess up the blessing. My car had been sitting for 2 years. I asked him just to take it, get it looked at to determine how much it's going to cost. And then he said, um, before he bought the car, the day before, he said, oh, your car is going to be ready tomorrow. And I said, but they didn't give me a price. And he said, they didn't give me a price. So then the next day, he just rolled up with my car. And I went to say, well, how much did they charge you? Or how much? And it was just like, I felt it so big in my spirit. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. All I said was thank you. So they fixed my car, but they never charged him or me. But he been working there for years. That's where he worked. And I'm sure they know that's his mother-in-law's car. So think about mother-in-laws, relationships with mother-in-laws and son-in-laws, what that could be in the mind of the mechanic, what that could have been. He probably said, let him get these brownie points. He probably need these brownie points. So we just gonna let this slide. And they did not charge me. But subsequently, they've done more work for me and I paid for it. So it was just that initial of getting my car back roadworthy that God set it up where I didn't have to pay for it. So it was be quiet and stop trying to block this blessing that I'm trying to get you. Sometimes we talk ourselves straight up out the blessing. Cause I could have said, well, how much they gonna charge me? Like, you can't just give it to me for free. Like, what's the price? If I could have kept doing that, he probably said, well, let me call him and see. All right, he said it's gonna be $3,000 because that was the original quote that I got to get my car back roadworthy. And now I would have had a $3,000 bill, but no, because I kept my mouth shut and accepted the blessing. I felt it was almost like the The pressure to be quiet felt like I was being pushed in that moment to just be quiet. Don't say anything. Say nothing. Because I was ready. You know, we be ready. We gotta ask the question. We have to figure out. We gotta like this don't make no sense. Why would and actually it does make sense. It's just payment for the work that you put out in the world anyway. It's payment for those who you have seeded and sown in all this time. So it's not just somebody just gave it to you. This is godly things that's happening. So let me read our stuff. I'm telling you, I am watching things unfold in real time that to the layman, the person not understanding who we are, why we here, all of the things, they would not believe the things that happen for us. And I'm just so grateful. Noreen said the favor. Amen. Yvette said, Amen. Speak less, listen more. Absolutely. Speak less, listen more. Shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Rising, grand rising, Jasmine, welcome. So let's do 5 minutes of gratitude. Our quote is from, let me see. You know, we've been through this book so many times. So let's see. I want to not find something good. Good. Um, Live each day as if your life had just begun. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new beginning. Yesterday matters not. Yesterday matters not. Um, that's from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Now fill in the four blanks. One beautiful reason to be happy right now. One beautiful reason to be happy right now. A skill that a skill I have that benefits me in an important way. A skill I have that benefits me in an important way. One reason I cherish this time of year. One reason I cherish this time of year. What I love most about my community. What I love most about my community. And the affirmation says, I am a much kinder, happier version of me, and I have only just begun. Only just begun. Oh, that's so good. So good, so good, so good. And this is our deep breath of life daily inspiration for heart centered living because we are people living from our hearts. Today is September 4th, right? 4th? Yes, September the 4th. And this is day 1354. We have been here 1354 days. Team, no days off. We are here 7 days a week at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Who just get the good word in before we start these days that come with all of the things that the days come with. Good, bad, or ugly. Indifferent. Good, bad, or indifferent. I like that word better. Right? I like that word better, right, Noreen? The word Smith. We like indifferent better than ugly. We like indifferent. So we're gonna say that. Yes, Jeremiah. So it starts with the words, how big is your wheelbarrow? How big is your wheelbarrow? And the quote says, your reasoning is excellent. It's just that your premise is all wrong. Ashley Brilliant. And it goes, when a laborer in a hardware factory asked the company president for a promotion, the CEO gruffly told him that he didn't have enough business savvy to be a manager. The laborer answered, I bet you I can make it appear as if I'm bringing the company business, but I'll be robbing the organization blind without you knowing how. If I can pull this off, will you give me the promotion? The president, a sportsman at heart, could not resist the challenge. The next day at 5 p.m., the laborer showed up at the cash register at the factory store with a real barrel full of items for purchase. One by one, the checkout clerk rang up each article which the laborer paid for, and took home. The next day, he did the same, and the next, and the next. The president, watchful of the laborers' deception, gave strict orders to be sure that every item in the wheelbarrow was paid for, and that the laborer would search for concealed articles. After a few weeks, the company showed a loss in profits, and by the end of the quarter, it was in the red. Finally, the president called the laborer into the office and conceded the bet. Now you must tell me how you've gotten away with your plot under such scrutiny. We've had you. What have you been stealing? A sneaky grin grew on the laborer's face, and he answered, "Wheelbarrows." Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You can work profusely to make cosmetic changes in your life, but unless you address the foundation of your belief system, no real change will occur. Our consciousness is the wheelbarrow that carries all of our activities, and it's our container. And if our container is faulty, everything in it is liable to leak. Do you believe in a universe of abundance, love, and support? Or do you think in terms of lack, loss, or separation? It will do you no good to make change in the outer world unless you first change your consciousness. Change your mind about the nature of life and accept the presence of God in it, and everything else will change automatically. Be in my thoughts today with you at my center. All must go well. I build my world on the reality of spirit. That's so funny. He rolled up every day with a wheelbarrow full of stuff, paid for everything except the wheelbarrow. Man, listen, that is a foundational piece. They made sure they didn't see anything else. Let me just carry everything in the wheelbarrow. Yeah, I'm gonna just carry everything in the wheelbarrow. I'm gonna just carry all the items in the wheelbarrow. So many wheelbarrows set them in the red, and the man couldn't figure out why. What were you stealing? What were you taking? Because we see the sales being made. The sales clearly are being made. You are buying things every day, but not paying for the wheelbarrow. And the wheelbarrow is our consciousness. It's how we carry all of the things in our own lives. So your wheelbarrow is your figurative um, foundation, your foundational systems that you believe in. And if the foundation of your belief is faulty, then everything can be faulty. Because no matter how good the things you put in your foundation, if your foundation has cracks or leaks in it, you're going to lose what you've been building and thinking about and growing and believing for. So don't have no faulty wheelbarrows around here. Don't have no faulty foundations that you believe that are carrying all of your beliefs and thoughts in. That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Um, when I spoke to those folks yesterday about Louise Hay, and then yesterday bringing out the book, I continued in the companion book. And when I continued to read it, I read it before I went to the Rice Center. And this treatment, that's what Louise Hay calls it. This is her companion book that goes with the it goes with this one. You can heal your life. This is the one with the list in it, but this is the one for you to do work and companion with that book. And one of the first things that came up, I did it yesterday, and it was 7 questions. So I sat first with the questions, and it's talked about, do you deserve, and what is it that you feel that you deserve? Because a lot of times we won't take stuff because we think we don't deserve it. And so when she talks about deservability, she says, sometimes we refuse to put any effort into creating a good life for ourselves because we believe that we don't deserve it. The belief that we aren't deserving usually comes from our early childhood experiences. Maybe the belief came from from early toilet training, perhaps when we were told that we couldn't have what we wanted if we didn't eat all of our food, clean our room, or put our toys away, or maybe we were subjected to abuse. We could be buying into another person's concept or opinion that has nothing to do with our own reality. Deserving has everything to do with having good in our lives. It is our unwillingness to accept that gets in the way. Allow yourself to accept good, whether you think you deserve it or not. And that comes up sometimes. That comes up sometimes. So she has the exercise in deservability. So I did the exercise to the tune of another, I don't even know. Let me see how many pages. Y'all know this is my dream book, right? So let's see. From yesterday. Uh, 2 pages, 4 pages, 6 pages to answer her questions. So the questions under deservability were, what do you want that you do not have now? Be clear and specific about your desires. What do you want that you don't have now? And be clear and specific about what you desire. It says that was number one. Number two was, what are the laws, rules in your home about deserving? Did did they tell you you don't deserve, or you deserve a good smack? Did your parents feel deserving? Did you always have to earn in order to deserve? Did earning work for you? Were you told that you were no good or that sinners don't deserve? Were things taken away from you when you did something wrong? We can relate to some of that stuff, right? It says, do you feel that you deserve? What is the thought that comes up? Later, when I earn it, or I have to work for it first? Are you good enough? Will you ever be good enough? Number four was, do you deserve to live? Why or why not? Were you ever told you deserve to die? If so, was that part of your religious upbringing? Number five, what do you have to live for? What is your purpose in your life? What meaning have you created? Are you filled with joy when you awaken? Number six, whom do you need to forgive in order to deserve? Bitterness puts a wall around our heart and makes it difficult for us to receive. And the last question was, what do you deserve? Do you believe I deserve love and joy and all good? Or do you feel deep down that you deserve nothing? Why? Where did this message come from? Are you willing to let it go? What are you willing to put in its place? Remember, these are thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. And then she says, you can see that personal power is affected by the way we perceive our deservability. Try this next treatment, and this treatment is what I wanted to get to. And this treatment is so intense and good. I took a picture of it. I put the picture of it in the Telegram group, and I'll send it to whoever wants it. It's called deservability treatment. Now, I just want you to, whatever you multitasking and doing right now, just stop for this moment, because I do believe that this is something that needs to be put into your subconscious mind, because I absolutely put it in mine before I left yesterday. The deservability treatment goes like this. It says, I am one with life, and all of life loves and supports me. I am deserving. I deserve all good, not some, not a little bit, but all good. I'm now moved past all negative, restricting thoughts. I release and let go of limitations of my parents. I can love them and I can go beyond them. I am not their negative opinions nor their limiting beliefs. I am not bound by any of the fears or prejudices of my current society I live in. I no longer identify with limitation of any kind. In my mind, I have total freedom. I now move into a new space of consciousness where I am willing to see myself differently. I am willing to create new thoughts about myself and about my life. My new thinking becomes new experiences. I now know and affirm that I am the one with the prospering power of the universe. As such, I now prosper in a number of ways. The totality of possibilities lie before me. I deserve a good life. I deserve an abundance of love. I deserve good health. I deserve to live comfortably and to prosper. I deserve joy and happiness. I deserve freedom to be all that I can be. I deserve more than that. I deserve all good. The universe is more than willing to manifest my new beliefs. This is the truth of my being, and I accept it as so. All is well in my world. How powerful are those words? It done kicked out everything from everybody that you may have been carrying with you and reminding you that God will give you whatever you ask for, whatever you believe for. I read that before I left out the door and I loaded up all of the things that happened. What? 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 You deserve all of it.
You had a wheelbarrow full.
A wheelbarrow that I paid for and that didn't have no leaks in it.
All is well in my world. If we just remember to say that every day.
I'm telling you. And I do feel like there are some of us who may be carrying the beliefs of our parents. One of my family members just said to me, I guess it was last week or the week before, well, we are not going to be rich. So since we are not going to be rich, um, let's just make sure that we are saving properly and we're putting money. I said, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, take my name out your mouth. Because no, we is not French. You speak for you. You speak for you. You don't speak for us. I speak for me. And what I can tell you and what I know is see, I know that sacred text says he that is faithful in little is faithful in much. So I have already proven and shown God with what I could do with a little bit of money, what I can do with a little bit of favor. Sending 20 women to school was no feat that I could have done alone. But I definitely put every egg over there in that basket to make sure that those women got through. And it is my intention to make sure that more money, bigger money comes and we can do more. But I already showed God. I will send $10, $15, $12, $9. I will send what is needed, whatever I got, they can get it, and that's just it. And that goes for anybody that's even in the US. Me and my girlfriend sent $25 in a rotation for 2 years. Girl, can you send me that 25 so I can get some gas? Girl, send me that $25 back so I can go run and get me a loaf of bread and some eggs. All right, girl, send me that $25 back so we can. And we sent it in rotation multiple times. So I'm telling you that he who is faithful in little is faithful in much. So God now trusts me with the money. Since I know that God trusts me, and most of you are in the same place. I was a foster mother for 20 years. I know what it's like to get food stamps and welfare assistance. I received $201.50 every 2 weeks. That's $403, and my rent was $500. But they gave me $565 in food stamps. Okay, how am I supposed to figure this out? I'm a great cook. I sold dinners. The way people sold drugs, I sold food. I was a food trapper. So I did so much with so little. And then for just as many platters as I sold, I gave away even more. So I know that God trusts me now. So when people say we gonna be, I no, no, no. Let me tell you about what I know about me. I am going to be filthy, stupid, dumb, rich. That's what I know. I'm going to be filthy, stupid, dumb, rich. I'm going to have more money than I've ever had in my entire life. I'm going to have more money for myself, for generations to come after me. I'm going to have enough money to not only impact my family, but I'm going to impact your family and your family and your family and your family, because I'm going to be a philanthropist. I'm going to be a venture capitalist. I'm going to buy homes and apartment buildings and hotels and all of that. And before you know it, the kingdom will be served in such a massive, massive way. I see it, I believe it, and I know it. So there's nothing that anybody can tell me about we finna be broke, because we not. Speak for yourself.
Hello, I'm with Noreen.
Amen.
Filthy,
Amen.
stupid, and dumb don't go with rich, baby.
Listen, it's all going to go together. We all going to have enough money to have everything we all need, whatever that might be. That's the point. That's the point. Don't miss the point.
That's the point.
Miss-
That's the point. Amen.
Don't miss the point.
No, I get the point, just the words.
I don't know. I already know.
Well, you know how I am about words, so you know how I am about words.
So since your
The
mind,
rich part is the point. Mhm.
absolutely. So with that being said, it is 9:01, and how Debbie say, I got a hard stop. I got to go to the Rice Center because I have been summoned to be there. So
All
I'll
right.
be there. So Dr. Long, will you please give us our blessing for this day?
Well, we heard it. Just get your wheelbarrow. Get your wheelbarrow full of, and all is well. If that's it, all is well. I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed going
I'm
in.
blessed coming out.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed in the city.
Blessed in the
I'm
city.
blessed in the field.
Blessed in the
I
field.
am always in the right place at the right time
Always in the right place at the right time.
with the right people,
The right people.
doing the right thing
The right thing.
for the right reasons,
Right reason.
and everything is in divine order.
Everything is in divine order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed,
Amen says, bless us indeed.
expand our territory,
In our territory.
extend an open hand of favor to us,
In an open hand of favor to us.
that we may do no harm,
We may do no harm.
and we let go and let God.
We let go and let God.
Then go with the flow
So
and let the blessings and the money roll in
the blessings and the money roll in.
from the north, south, east, and west,
North, south, east, and west.
from above and beneath,
Above and beneath.
from known and unknown sources.
Known and unknown sources.
Tell us about our money.
We have supernatural unlimited money, sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out. We always have more than enough to do anything our hearts desire, more than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others, because we have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep. Because our bank is
Heaven.
That's right. And we're the branch banks of heaven. Come on with it.
Somebody said heaven.
Yeah, so branch bank, go right on over there to the Rice Center and continue doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Bring a bigger wheelbarrow.
Oh, the wheelbarrow is huge today. It's gonna be huge today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. Bye for now.
Love you. Bye.